Well, hello again to all the boys and girls out there in YouTube land watching. John and Nelly of Georgia Beer Reviews back at you today with a whiskey review, a bourbon, in fact. This is courtesy of Robert the Whiskey Scout. Thank you so much, Robert. I will put a link to his channel in the description below, so if you haven't already, definitely go check him out. Best whiskey reviews on the internet, in my opinion. And he sent me this bottle of Elijah Craig. This is a small batch. Now, this is an older bottle. The small batch, I've had Elijah Craig small batch, but the newer bottles are not aged for 12 years. This is a 12-year aged bourbon. It has the age statement on it. Elijah Craig Distillery, Bardstown, Kentucky. Very excited about this. I cracked the seal, before we started the review, so I haven't even opened the bottle yet. So we're going to get into this right now for the first time. Neither one of us.
What's the proof on this?
It is 94 proof, so 47% alcohol. So a little bit stronger than, your typical bourbon is 80 proof, 40%. So a little bit more alcohol in this one. Aged 12 years. Great looking bottle. Got the real cork in there. Nice upside down. Nice cap there with cork. Really cool. Very thick. Just feels. That's a thick glass bottle.
I'm gonna fix that cork problem for you. There you go. Now it's
all right.
straight.
There we go. So we're gonna open this and see what's going on. I don't know why I'm trying to be gentle, like it's gonna pop. Like I guess
what you don't want is to boop and
right. Some of these corks for the older bottles, they'll start to deteriorate and like break off into the bottle. Not an issue with this one. I'm gonna smell it before I pour it.
I smelled because you have that Bert Van Winkle bottle over there. I smelled that earlier. That smelled delectable. I was getting apricot out of that bottle. This.
He's referring to the old Rip Van Winkle tin year.
Heavy wood.
Heavy wood.
Heavy wood.
Caramel. Toffee, like rich.
Yeah, I'd go with the toffee.
Yeah, let's get a little bit.
I just want a little.
Yeah, me too.
I'm not a whiskey bourbon.
Neither one of us are whiskey bourbon experts by any stretch of the imagination, but we do enjoy it from time to time.
We're doing this. What do they call it?
Neat. And we've got the official whiskey glass, the Glencairn glass. Very nice alcohol.
Lots of. I just swirled mine. Yeah, you can see.
Beautiful.
Lots of alcohol. Curtains.
Curtains
drapes.
And legs.
Drapes that hang.
Curtains.
What color are your drapes?
Oh my God.
Do they match the curtains?
All right. This is.
I mean, I'm just gonna go the straight. I mean, it's oak.
A lot of wood. A lot of oak.
A ton of oak.
A rich toffee.
Slight vanilla.
Vanilla. Maybe a little bit of brown sugar. There's like a sweet aroma too.
Yeah, you can go with the brown sugar.
Robert would be explaining this much better.
I've got to. I got to close my eyes.
Yeah, you got to really.
Weirdness.
It smells so good. I mean,
pine nut.
There's maybe a little bit of nuttiness. I don't know if I would say pine nut, but there's
something that, it reminds me of the wilderness.
Oh yeah, this is. Are you getting any fruit notes with it on the aroma? Any fruity?
I'm getting a burn in my nostrils.
A burn. It's definitely, there's a little bit of a, you take a really deep inhalation, it singes the nostrils a little bit.
I'd say there's a slight citrusness to it.
Yeah, I can see that. It smells really good. I mean, this is, if you aged a stout in an Elijah Wood, the actor, Elijah Craig, not Frodo Baggins. If you aged,
My precious.
if you aged a beer and the Elijah Craig small batch 12-year barrels, you'd have a hell of a stout. A lot going on. I'm just let's just I don't know. Cheers.
Chinga chingas.
Cheers to you, Robert, for sending this to me. This is an awesome
It's,
gift.
it's super woody though. Nail polish remover.
No,
Acetone.
I'm not. No. You got to get through the alcohol wall.
Yeah, that's the problem I have with the whiskeys.
You know. Yeah. You don't
Oh,
drink
damn.
enough of them. You get the alcohol wall.
It burns.
You get through that. Yeah. I mean, it's 47% alcohol. So I'm getting rich toffee notes. I'm getting the oak, obviously, very pronounced charred oak barrel presence with this. Vanilla, a little bit of citrus.
I see the vanilla and the oak. I can get that kind of on the tail end. The first
There's-
initial note to me is just it's acetone nail polish remover because it's so high with the alcohol.
This is really enjoyable. There's a little bit of the brown sugar, I think, is coming through. I think because it's been aged for 12 years, the oak is coming through in a way that almost presents to me like the Wild Turkey 101, which uses the thickest char that you can use with a charred oak barrel, and they call it alligator char. It's got like that alligator charred effect to it, to where the predominance of the oak is so powerful, so strong and upfront. It's really nice. If you're not used to drinking this type of stuff, like clearly Bumpy's
hard.
not, it'll be a little harsh. Maybe you should put an ice cube in it, mellow it out, let it open up a little bit.
I'm trying to breathe in different
Go.
ways. I'm trying to.
I'm gonna pause the video and let Bumpy go get an ice cube to put in, and I think that'll help with his because I feel like it'll open up a little bit. But I'm enjoying mine just the way it is. So we'll be back just a sec. And just like that, we're back. Bumpy's got an ice cube. I'm still sipping mine. Neat. See how that opens up. I bet it opens up the bouquet, kind of mellows it out a little bit. It's hard to...
Honey.
Honey, okay. The brown sugar, yeah, so there's a definite, like, sweet component to it. Let me smell yours. Definitely mellowed it out
Yeah.
on the aroma. It's not singeing the nostrils
Yeah.
anymore. It's interesting. Molasses as well with mine. Once I get through the bread, it's like
Yeah,
a,
I can see
molasses.
Yeah.
Like a,
It
What do you call it?
is definitely it's easier to smell.
yeah.
I haven't tasted it yet with this ice cube in there, but I've swirled this around like it's a petri dish, magnetic.
Molasses, brown sugar, toffee. The citrus
Cinnamon.
is there, but it's cinnamon. That's a common, yeah.
It smells a lot better now. When
It was
it's,
strong.
when it's,
Yeah,
when it's
most-
diluted a little bit.
I
It's not that it smells better per se, but it definitely
it
opens up.
mellows it out, opens up the bouquet
It
a little
allows
bit.
my nostrils to
Your
experience more.
sensitive-
My senses, yeah.
your sensitive nose to experience the.
Otherwise, it's like you get hooked on that alcohol note, and it's like woody. You get a lot of the barrel character in
Right.
this.
I read
the,
that-
the barrels definitely died down with the added water or ice.
Yeah. I love this. This is really. enjoyable. You can tell that it's got some age to it because of the complexity. I myself and probably am definitely Bumpy. We are not experts in this at all, so I would defer to Robert the Whiskey Scout. He's probably reviewed this at some point. If not, he should, because I would be interested to hear what his thoughts are on this particular version of the Elijah Craig small batch 12-year age. But I think this is dynamite. I've had the standard, the newer version of the Elijah Craig small batch, and this is a lot more bold.
There's a little bit of
lot more flavor.
Creme brulee in there.
Creme brulee, okay.
Yeah, try it with the ice.
Yeah, I see what you mean with the cinnamon too.
Mm-hmm.
This is good stuff. This is definitely something that you want to share with friends. You know, please don't get something like this and mix it in with a Coke, or this is something that needs to be enjoyed
with an ice cube.
With an ice cube or neat. Don't use it. If you want to buy something to mix with a Coke or put in a cocktail, then get something else. You can maybe do an old fashioned with this, because you're just putting the bitters, the orange, like that would really bring out some of the flavors. It wouldn't take away from the product. It would just add to it. But yeah, this is a sipping whiskey, and it's really good. For rating, oh God, it's definitely an A. I mean, I would say, from my limited experience with this type of stuff, as far as reviews are concerned, I would probably give it in the 97, 98 range. I mean, just because it's complex, it's got a ton of flavor notes. The ice cube mellows it out, gives it a whole nother dimension. As it sits, it opens up. There's so many different little subtleties, nuances to the product. Once you get through that alcohol wall, which is harder for some people than others, but Lou Bryson described it best in his book, Tasting Whiskey. When you get through that alcohol wall, which takes a lot of practice and a lot of drinking,
you probably have to be drunk first.
But you really start to pick up on so many different things, and it's a wonderful product. I will definitely continue to enjoy this with friends and family, and awesome stuff. Thank you so much, Robert. Do you want to give it a rating?
Yeah.
So comfortable
because I have had an Elijah Craig.
Yeah.
It was like a C barrel. I can't remember what the heck. It was like 119C.
Was it like
a small batch? It was a
Okay.
small batch.
So it was probably only aged 6 to 8 years.
Yeah.
This is the stuff that they don't make it.
I had
anymore,
Elijah.
I don't believe.
It wasn't that. I mean, I'm not like huge on whiskeys. I've enjoyed Whistle Pig rye whiskey.
Okay.
I could sit there and sip on that. I do enjoy rye. I love pumpernickel bread. I love rye bread. I love Reubens.
Reubens
Best
are good.
sandwiches ever.
I love Reubens. My favorite
And
sandwich.
somehow rye is it works for me. So I like rye whiskeys. From what I've had, anyways. I can't say all rye whiskeys are great, but I can sit there and sip on them and enjoy them. I get that spicy note from it. It just seems more mellow too, but it could just be the way the whiskey is.
Right.
I've had Johnny Walker Green, which is
the blended
that's
scotches are a lot more
Yeah.
mild and mellow.
that was we had that
the blue label
at the
at the place
no we had the green. It was a green label.
Oh, the green label. That's right. The green label.
It was supposed to be the black label because they told me that I asked for the green label. They said they didn't have it. They said they only had the black label. So I said, well, give us the black label. The waiter came back and said, well, apparently we do have the green label. If you would like it, we will sell it to you at the black label price. I said, yeah, of course.
Right.
So, so I enjoyed that one. That one I picked out I picked out like apple notes and stuff. You get the wood. I've had a Scotch at
Single
a
malt.
single malt Scotch, smoky. That was very enjoyable. I was able to pick out a lot more notes without ice or anything. I just had that neat there as well at a restaurant I went to. Concord, New Hampshire, with a renowned chef. But anyways, it was a very nice Scotch. I got the smokiness out of it. I was picking apricot notes and stuff like that out of it. It was just, caramel, things like that. I was able to pick notes out, which is weird for me because like most of the time hard alcohol is just like alcohol.
Yeah.
It just tastes like alcohol. You don't really get much out of it. But when you can start picking notes out, it's pretty interesting. Adding the ice cube to this, I mean, this is, obviously the wood. You get a lot of the wood character out of it. Mr. John Anelli here is obviously more in tune with stuff like this. He was able to pick out notes I couldn't without diluting it.
Right.
But yeah, there are some notes that come out. Like it's the cinnamon. I started getting cinnamon, a creme brulee.
The creme brulee is interesting. An interesting note.
Yeah, I could get the toffee note. So I'm at.
What are you thinking?
I'm at a for this Elijah Craig. I'm at out of all the ones I've had that I could just enjoy straight up without having to dilute them. I'm at a 91.
Okay.
Out of 100.
Interesting. All right. So an A, I almost said A beer, an A bourbon. Either way, more A minus with bumpy, more in the higher echelon for me.
It does not mean that.
No. This is just.
It doesn't mean
this
it's
is
not a standout.
this is not our specialty by any means.
I'm going by enjoyability.
Right, for you personally, which
Right.
you yeah. So yeah, an A product, awesome stuff. Thank you so much to Robert. Like I said, link in the description below. If you can still find bottles of the 12-year small batch, definitely check it out. Really complex, amazing stuff. So that'll do it for this product review, guys. I hope you're all having a wonderful day, and we'll see you here all on the next one. Until then,
Cinnamon.
cheers, everybody.